Hey guys, today I am going to do a recap video on some of my day trades. I get the notes from awesomecallstrading.com, at AJTrader7 on Twitter. That's where these notes are from. Today I'm going to go over LOW TGT TSLA and MRNA. So that's Low's, Target, Tesla, and Moderna. So Low was like one of the best plays, but I was too busy doing all the other trades, so I couldn't get in it, and I didn't want to chase it. But I'm going to go over it because it was so good. And then Target, I just didn't play heavy size because I'd already made good money and wish I would have. And I only scalped it, and it ended up like running, so missed out on that. But another great call by AJ. And then, of course, my two favorite ones that I like pretty much play almost every day is Tesla and MRNA. Luckily, they were on his notes again. So the first one I'm going to go over is the one I didn't do, Low, which is Low's. Stock gapping up 8 points, do not long unless pop of the open to 192. Then look for nice, quick 3 to 5 point push to the upside. Otherwise, snaps 187 at the open. And look for nice gap fill, sell off to 181 to 183. Then watch for a bottom curl bounce on it. So for his price target and potential profit, you know, on the upside, you would have made, right here, you would have entered at 192, all the way to 197 was his price target, his second price target. So he was giving you 5 points, but like had you held it, it ran. It just kept going all the way to 203, and that's 11 points. And whenever a stock ticker is at 192, you know, 11 points is a lot of points. So this was a huge move. You could have made a killing. I don't even know the math on it, but 11 points, you know, divided by 2 for delta, that's 5,000 on 10 contracts. But with a stock price being this low, I'm willing to bet that's not working out the same. This would actually capture way more gains than that. So Target was the next one I didn't play, or I played with small size, and that's the first one I'm going to go over just because it was such a small one. But for me, I didn't make anything on it. But for the trade, I mean, it went really well. Like, it hit 251, went all the way up to his price target and a little more. You know, upside 251, all the way to 255, his second price target, and that's what the high was. So you would have got 4 points on that. Another good play. For that, it's a stock gapping down 8 points. Do not long unless pop at the open to 251. Then look for quick gap fill push to 253 to 255. Then top it off, then all day slow fader back down. If this snaps 246, look for some pullback to 242 to 244 and under. Then bottom curl bounce it, grind out. Which is pretty much what it did. It like topped out and went down. But for the calls, I mean, an amazing, perfect play. To go over that trade, I'm just going over this one first out of chronological order because it was just such a small trade. As you can see right here, I entered at 851.02, and if you zoom in, look what it did. 851 is right where I entered. I could have waited, like really extra confirmation at 852. I entered early and I just scalped it, but look what it did. Like, boom, hit his first price target right away. Probably tried to shake everyone out, but if they held it, boom, hit the next price target, you know, like played out perfectly. So unfortunately, I only made $25 on one trade, 1 minute trade, you know, but had I bought 10, it would have been $250. But these really, you could have made good money on this, you know. Let's see how much I bought it for. $395. I sold it for $395. So that means I bought it for $375 or $370. You know, like, I checked like later, they were like 5, 6, like way more. Could have doubled my money. Could have got 100% gain on that. So that was a really good play by AJ. I just didn't play enough size, and I didn't hold it long enough. I only held it for a minute. I literally scalped it when I could have made a killing on it. So moving on, I'm gonna let's see, go with MRNA next. So MRNA, it says another day of fun, gapping flat, do not long unless pop at the open to 406, then look for quick 7 to 10 points push to the upside, then watch for topping. If this snaps 400, look for quick 6 to 8 point flush at the open, then watch your bottom curl bounce on it. So MRNA, you could have played the upside and downside, but when I say upside, I mean just the shorts covering for the first 3 minutes. Like, if you tried to go long on MRNA today, 1, 2, 3. Here's his line to enter calls. Breaks 406, right? Well, it broke in the market open, so look what I did. I bought it right away, 830.23. Again, Mark Moses would never do this. Very dangerous. Would have really burned a lot of people. You know, and look, Mark Moses, the reason why I didn't buy it in the first 2 minutes, because look what it does. Like, he would have seen that it started going down and would have not even played it at this point. But I bought it right away, and my main reasoning for that is because I knew there was going to at least be a shorts covering pop for it to work its way all the way up here already. And obviously, I don't recommend doing this. This is a very dangerous play. And I was making money on the shorts covering because MRNA was a downside puts move all day. Or not all day, but just, it was like for the morning bell. It was, you could have got some serious gains on some puts had you played puts right there. So that one, I bought it at 8:30. You know, right at market open on this candle. And look, within one candlestick, by the second candlestick, it hit the high of the day, which was from the shorts covering, I guess, of 413, like the first price target in 1 to 2 candlesticks right there, 1 to 2 minutes, you know. So I got filled. Like, a lot of people probably waited a minute, then bought in. Then if they didn't sell in this next minute, look what it's doing. Now you're negative, you're red. And if you try to hold on to this thing and don't have a mental stop loss, like, you're going to pay for it with MRNA. The spreads open up. They're super wide. It's a dangerous stock. You can make a lot of money, but you can lose a ton of money. Like I said last week, I lost $17,000 going heavy with 30 contracts on MRNA, thinking it was going to bounce, and I was averaging down, and look what happened. Lost $17,000, you know. So luckily, Sean helped me that day. Make back 15,500. I closed out like negative 2K for the day, so it was an insane day. But that's what MRNA can do to you. Like, if you play heavy, you know, play one if you've never played MRNA. That's my only suggestion. So sorry for going off on a tangent, but it needs to be said. It looks good that you can make money, but the downside is 10 times as fast and 10 times as heavy. So that, luckily for me, 8:30.23 I'm in, 8:31.03 I'm out. And that was a 40-second trade. I made $550. And if you look right here on my orders, when I did get in MRNA right here and filled, I tried to get filled a bunch, right? So, like, you know, I've made a video before I made 1,700 in 20 seconds or whatever. It's because I got filled on these, you know? And this today, you know, I got what the market gave me clearly right here. You can see that I tried to get filled at 17, didn't fill. Tried to get filled at 16.9, didn't fill. I see it dropping rapidly, so I just tried to get filled at 15.5, and thank God I did. But I made $550 profit on that, getting filled at 15.5. Could you imagine if I got filled anywhere near this? So in reality, when I saw it at around the 17 range, say I tried to get filled at 16, it would have been 1,000 profit, and it probably would have filled me. But I got greedy and tried to get the top of the ask, and that's what happens. No one's there. It's not liquidable, so there's no liquidity. So no one's buying it, and then I drop the price. No one's buying it, and then I drop the price big time. Like, this is like 1,400 of profit, and I took 550 because look what it was doing. Like, the pro traders were not trying to buy calls right here. They knew that puts was the downside move, so like it was hard for me to get filled. Probably got filled on some people that didn't know really what to do. Maybe we're buying it randomly and hit market buy. You know, so I had done a limit sell at 1550 right here. So at 831.03. You know, tried to get filled at 17, 16.9, then finally got filled at 1550, which gave me 550 profit. So that means my market price, just doing the math, would have been at 14. No, 13.95 approximately. 1550 minus 13.95. No. So it would be 1550 times 10 is 15,500 minus 550 is 14.95 divided by 10. So this was $14.95. Sorry. So yeah, that's how I got 550 profit on that. This and the reason why I had to calculate that is because I did a market buy. I usually do a limit buy, but I saw it moving fast, so that's why I did market buy, which is super dangerous. Like if the spread opens up on market buy for MRNA, like you will get filled the most horrible fill that you won't even be able to fathom because it's so bad. And it surely isn't what it showed on the options chain. So be ready for that for MRNA. And then the next trade I did was Tesla. Another day of fun gapping up. Let's see. Tesla, another day of fun gapping up 5 points. Do not long unless pop at the open to 673. Then quick move 7 to 9 points to the upside. Then watch for topping. If this snaps 667 at the open, look for a quick 4 to 7 point flush down. Then watch for bottom curl bounce on it. So Tesla, the calls played out perfectly. Like, man, I really should have scaled out on this one. This was such a good play. But I got a little bit, barely any, in the grand scheme of things. Considering I had these 675 calls, it hit 695. You know, that's 20 points, $10,000 potential profit. Look what I got. You know, like I got 360 profit, but it's because it was in 51 seconds and I messed up and I actually bought in and tried to capture a really high limit sell, but it glitched and ended up like setting it to the bid price of this really low limit sell, and it sold me at a loss. So I immediately ended up getting back in right here at 834.26. Like, look what happens at that time. Right here, it breaks AJ's line to enter, so I'm in at 834. Like, this one I played out perfect. If I zoom in right here, you can see my green lines right here to enter calls, 673. It broke it, and like there's a gap right here. If you disregard these EMA moving averages, there's a gap right here, you know. So this was a perfect entry. I timed that one perfect. And I tried to get captured on this high limit sell, but for some reason it filled me at a loss. I don't even remember what it was, a few $100 though, you know. But at 834.37, it sold it at a loss, so I just got back in because I knew it was about to run. And look, it actually captured for my Tesla trade right here, or right here actually, 834.37. Look, this is red, which means sell at a loss right here. And then this one right here is when I market bought back in, and it has, like, I know you can't see it, but these two have the same exact time. They both say 834.37. So luckily I got back in at that exact second, and I had captured so much profit instantly that it gave me a 360 overall profit. And so I market bought, market sold at a loss, then market bought and market sold at a gain, and the gain was bigger than the loss. And I did all that total in 51 seconds and captured 360 profit. So had I not messed up and just sold it so fast, like, this gain would have been close to $1,000. So that, I mean, this was pure human error. Sometimes it glitches on the options chain in TD and it changes your limit price. Like, I don't know what's up with that, but I need to be more careful, and I can't just slip up. And I mean, that's hundreds of dollars down the drain because it glitched and then I still hit confirm send without double checking. So that, you really have to be careful. I've been doing this every day for day trading with AJ's notes since May. So there's really no excuse for me doing that, you know. So anyways, that's how the Tesla trade went. So that was like my morning bell plays, you know. Out of that, I made, within 10 minutes, I had already made $1,030. You know, I had five, let's see, from 8:30 to 8:52, you know, 22 minutes. I had 1147 that I got from those four trades, but I had 1302 overall today with 5 scalps. I ended at 9:31, which was an hour and 1 minute from market open. In total, it was 8 day trades. So I didn't overtrade today. I stopped after I got to 1302. Wasn't trying to give it back. At, like, yesterday, I got to 2400 and ended the day at 1127. Like, I was up 1900 within 10 minutes or something like that yesterday. And Next thing you know, I end the day at 1100. So wasn't trying to do that again today. Taking my 1302, and I'm just gonna walk away. And that was my trades for the day, for morning bell. And the last thing I'm gonna go over is even though those morning bell plays, AJ kind of gives guidance sometimes, like real time in the webinar. So I played one more time, and it was MRNA again. So that one was a MRNA 400 call, and I got in that at 9:31. So let's see what it was doing at that time. So right here, look, wow. So AJ right here, he like calls out that he's about to go into it. Amazingly, can't look at this run. Like, this is from 393. It touched 403. It went up 10 points in 2 minutes. Like, and he called that. Like, can't believe he did that. But I was like, oh, okay, AJ's going in. Went in heavy with 10 at 931.40. Like right here, I went in around this time. And I cashed out at 931.55. You know, so before this minute ended. I was just trying to get in and out. I knew it was going to pop because he was playing it. 15-second trade. And I got 212 profit. I didn't even capture all this. So like it could have been, I could have made easily $1,000 had I held it for 10-15 seconds longer or something. But I took the 212. I walked away. I went, you know, from 1,000 to 1,300 after I scalped a few more times, just a few contracts here and there. So I will take it. That's how I'm ending my day. I hope y'all had a good day. Let me know what you think. Y'all have a good one.